You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
It's week 5 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Jets' rocket-armed quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Jets and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bills in this matchup, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Howard now to throw on third down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. They'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. It's caught by Royal. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Jets, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howard. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. On 3rd down, Alford.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Howard. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. To throw is Howard. To throw on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
From the 6. The New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Looking to throw. Alford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So that, another sack for the 1st-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way. prior to the season, that's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all. But let's face it, they're going to take it. And I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here come the Bills. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Here's Howard looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Patterson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Alford being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down, Alford. And that is incomplete. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Howard. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Howard on 1st and 10. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Bills at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Howard to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Patterson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Howard now on 3rd and 2. And a throw there going to be incomplete. They'll go. It's Patterson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They'll give it to Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, 27 yards. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Alford. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so they'll throw it away.
Help me out a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Howard. Royal making the catch over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To throw is Howard on first down. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Here's Howard throwing on first down, rolling to his right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Looking to throw. Howard, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Howard. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Howard. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, where it was the visiting Cardinals who get the road victory. Leonard Fournette, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On on now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29. From the gun on 3rd down. Alford, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Alford. Wilson's got it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Patterson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Handoff running left, Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Howard. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Alford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Warner. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid that can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Straight ahead, Patterson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun.
Howard looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first down. Alford, he gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The throw over the middle, taken in.
Alford's pass complete to number 81. An 8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
On the draw, it's Hall, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. The offense on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Alford. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he gets a good shot here of a first down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Well, you know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Patterson running between the tackles, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Howard on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. Throwing to start the drive. Alford. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Alford over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. third down. Alford, he's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Patterson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Alford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warner. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On 1st down, Alford. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down. Alford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And some room to run now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners. taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Patterson on the draw play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Howard to throw on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Alford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Buffalo, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
I'm the best.